Welcome back to Heroes Next Door. Today we are in beautiful Pentwater, Michigan. We are right on the lake. We are up in Michigan doing a couple station cribs and station rigs. We brought along with us a HIMIWAY bike. A HIMIWAY bike is an e-bike that I've been looking at for potentially use on EMS and police bike teams. Back in the day, I used to ride the bikes on the bike team, and as I get a little bit older, I wanted to make sure I could keep doing it. And I was curious to see if this bike would actually help us. So we're gonna do an unboxing today, put it together, see how well it's put together, and then we're gonna test it. We're gonna test it up here in Michigan on just some regular roads, but we're also gonna put this thing to the test, and we're gonna put it through the IPEMBA certification testing with some cones. That's gonna be a little bit later, but let's do the unboxing first, and let's see how it is. So the one thing that I need you to understand is this thing was shipped directly to our house as is, right as in the box. We live in Pennsylvania and we live near Philadelphia. We decided to take this on the trip with us because they have a ton of different terrain up here. They have some roads to ride on, they got some sand dunes we can ride on, maybe even some trails that we're gonna try to test this on. So we packed it up in my truck just the way it was, so it's made the travel in this box. This is a very sturdy box. Like I said, it made the trip all the way from Pennsylvania to Michigan without an issue in the back of my truck. All right, that's one corner. Pull the other corner here. Wow, this thing actually comes with everything. It's got massive tires. All right, where's my scissors here? Got a front fender, that's the front wheel. Set that off to the side here. All right, oh, this is the box that's got the charger in it. Check it out, we got another little hat. HIMIWAY little sway bag. That's our front axle. Brackets for your lights. Both foot pedals, right and left. They even give us a tool pack to put it together. So it's got all your Allen keys, screwdriver, little socket set. Looks like it's got a little wrench, everything that we need to put this together. I did bring a set of tools with me just in case I needed to use them, but we'll try to use this, see how well it goes by just using their tool set. But they sent that with it. That's really cool to see. Got a front headlight. And I believe this is going to be a set of instructions. And yep, this is the charger with its own set of instructions for the battery pack itself. So I'm gonna read these instructions and then we'll start assembly. It's got step-by-step ways to put it together, how it needs to be charged, and let me take a minute to read that and I'll be right back. All right, I got 95% of the thing unboxed. I'm starting to put it together now. First things first, I need to put the handlebars on. So I gotta unloosen the gooseneck here and put the handlebars on. That's first and foremost. Once that's done, we're gonna go ahead and put the front tire on. It's got its own axle. It's got disc brakes, so we just gotta align everything. So I'm just gonna take out the front bolts here. Did give me a tool like we mentioned before, so let's pull this out. Looks like these do have a little bit of blue Loctite already on them, so when they are ready to be cranked down, we'll be set. I'm going to do a crisscross pattern, make sure it snugs up right. Again, I'm just going to kind of align these in. It's very simple. You don't have to force it. It just takes a minute to get them to go. Finger tight. Looks pretty good. That's nice and straight. About where I would want them. Sometimes you can move them forward or move them back. I'll adjust those as we go along. All right, next thing's next. We're gonna go ahead and put on the front tire. The one thing I noticed when I was watching all the HIMIWAY YouTube videos on how to put this thing together, HIMIWAY has absolutely upgraded the way they ship these things. They gave us this platform that you can actually mount to different things that keeps it in an upright position. That's the only thing that I needed to get my own tools for in order to remove it. It's a 14mm bolt, and that thing, I can actually mount right to my deck and transport this bike by taking the wheels off. Next thing is the axle here. I put that in. This is a cam lock type axle. I'm gonna slide this in. You can put it on either side. I'm gonna choose to keep it on the brake side, see how that works. It doesn't really tell us much in the instructions, but I fed it through either way. The most important thing to make sure is there's a spring on the inside of these. They're almost like a cone that springs out. You want the smaller side towards the inner part of the wheel, and then we'll just go from there. So I think I'm at the point right now where I'm gonna feed this into the brake caliper and lock it down and see how this goes. Again, I'm doing this all by myself, and so far it's been pretty easy. Just gotta line it up here into the brake caliper. That's one side on, that's two sides on. That was simple enough. That's sitting nice. My brake caliper's on. Now I just gotta tighten down my cam lock. So you can take this and just spin this around. You want it to the point where it's nice and snug so the wheel doesn't fall off. That feels pretty good. I'm gonna actually go just a little bit more here. Put it in an upright position so it doesn't catch on anything. And that wheel is on. Let me just test it here. Yeah, that's pretty good. This thing's got shocks up front too. I mean, look at that. Look at that range. All right. And that's how easy it is to put the bike pretty much together. Now I got some accessories to put. They gave us a front fender, they gave us a rear fender, and they gave us a luggage rack. Again, I want to use this for EMS and police, and having a luggage rack is very important. That way we can put our AEDs, our first aid kits, all on the back here. So we're going to take a minute and set that up, but I'm going to go from front to back. My next thing is going to be try to put up in this front fender. It's a nice lightweight fender. We got a bolt here. Got a nice lock nut on the tip of that, so I'm gonna have to use the wrenches to get that on. Down here they got a, again, Loctite and lock nuts already on it. I'm just putting things in finger tight to start with, and I'll snug everything down once I get it all together. All right, let's lock everything down. Grab my tool. All right, so here's an issue. Let's see if we can do this. So the tools they got, you got everything available. You have a wrench that you can hook onto these nuts to hold them, but you can't use both sides of the tool at the same time. So again, I'm gonna have to get some of my own tools out in order to put this bike together. But like I said, this is a great tool set if you're out and about and you need just a small repair or a tighten. You should be able to do most of your repairs just from this little tool kit. So putting the front fender on was pretty simple. It actually had the bolts hung right here. You just hit your hangers there. Up back in the back it has a nut and bolt. But what I forgot was the headlight. The headlight actually goes down to the lower part. It doesn't go on to up here. Up here is a different accessory that you can use. I started to unbolt these and realized it was in the wrong position. I thought initially the headlight was going here. The color coordination that they do between cables, you have red to red, makes it nice and simple. Up here you have green to green, so you don't have to worry about what cables go to what. Once again, very simple to do. As I work my way across the back, we'll finish her up. So now that I got the front wheel on, I got the front fender on, I'm gonna go ahead and adjust my handlebars to where I like them. Go ahead and center it up. I'm gonna move my handlebars up a little bit. Of course, if you remember earlier, I did not tighten these all the way down. They're just hand tight. But it is holding pretty well, so I'm just gonna give these just a half a turn each, and then I should be able to rotate my handlebars where I like them. So that's about good there, nice and center. Now I can go ahead and tighten these down. And again, you don't need a whole lot of pressure on these. Just a little bit of pressure will get you there. All right, so here's a little issue where I like it. My speedometer is actually in the way. So let me actually move that a little bit. As I rotated this forward, my speedometer rolled forward too. And it looks like I do have an Allen key that small. Just loosen this up a little bit and rotate that also. So now I was able to tighten my gooseneck up. I moved my speedometer and tachometer to where I need it to be. It's all set and aligned. Now I'm going to work my way back. Let's go ahead and do the foot pedals. What's nice about the foot pedals, it actually tells you right and left side. So this one's going to go on the right. This one's going to go on the left. Let me take care of my trash. And just like when you pedal a bike, it's going to go forward to get these to screw in. So once you get it started, it's pretty simple. You're just tightening it down. And then we'll snug that down a little bit here. Good. There's one. Same thing on the right. It's going to be a reverse thread, so you're actually just going to screw it the same way. Everything's going forward. That's where the pressure of the bike is. So these things won't come loose when you're riding. They got nice spikes on them. Now, if I were going to use this for the IPEMBA certification, most of you are going to understand that we're going to have to put tow hooks on these. So I'll try to change these pedals at another time with some tow hooks. It looks like they're just universal pedals, so that shouldn't be an issue. All right, let's move our way back. They have the rear fender already on. So let's take out the foam. That looks good. So the only thing we need to do is put on our rear reflector and our rear luggage rack. So here's the reflector, all encased. It's actually a power reflector, so it's got a light on it also. That'll be nice for when we're riding at night. It's pre-connected. Got two nuts on it, ready to go. All right, so let's move to our luggage rack. Oh, nice easy mounts too. If you look right here, each one's got a nut or a bolt here, just to mount it right too. Very sturdy, nice looking welds. So let me take a minute to do that, and I'll get back to you. So now I'm just finishing up, tightening up the luggage rack. The one thing that I made simple for myself is I actually put the light on before I put the luggage rack. That way I didn't have to reach underneath. Pretty much from front to back, the only tools you needed above and beyond their tools was an 8mm wrench and a 10mm wrench. Other than that, everything is good to go. I guess you can use the 17mm to tighten down the foot pedals, but other than that, this wrench really covers all the nuts and bolts and everything that this thing needs. The one thing I did notice that I really enjoy from HIMIWAY is every nut that I had to put in actually has blue Loctite already on it. So once I put it in, I know it's going to be set. I'm just going to snug it down here. Last one. And then after this, all we have to do is put on the chain and take it for a ride. All right, to do the chain should be like just any other 10-speed. Just gonna rack this forward, put it on my sprocket, lift up back in a little bit, and I'm on. It's just that simple. Rolls nice and smooth. It's all lubricated. The other thing that I noticed that many of the bikes that we get, even for police and EMS, is the kickstands are on a normal bike right in the center of the bike. But because this has a luggage rack and is designed for this, that kickstand's in the back. We usually have to upgrade these kickstands in order to accommodate our luggage racks when we put our AEDs and our EMS gear back here, but this bike already has it back there. That's awesome to see. So I got my keys, everything's all put together. Let's go take this thing for a ride. All right, resetting. We're on gear 1. We are 0 assist. We have full battery power. It's just a bell. I'm just pushing buttons.
All right, it's a bell.
It's a bell. All right. All right, here we go. So right off the bat, it feels heavier than a regular bike, but it's smooth. So let's shift gears here. We're going to go to gear number 2. Nice and easy. Gear 3. Nice and easy. Feels nice and strong. Do a turnaround. The seat seems comfortable. Okay, let's gear back down. All right, so I'm back into 1. Let's do an assist. We're gonna do it. Whoa! Holy cow! 2 assists and just first gear just took off like tomorrow. I mean, we're already at 10 miles an hour going uphill here. Let's shift gears. Oh. All right, shift the gears. All right, let's turn the assist up a little bit more. Oh, this thing just takes right off. So 3rd gear, and I have absolutely no effort. So now we slow down, we'll turn around, go again. Brakes feel real nice and good. Oh, it takes right off. Once you start going, this thing takes off. Now this is this is just gas. I'm up to 22 miles an hour in 3rd gear. Just let go of the gas, start to brake. Oh man, I'm up to 5. This is assist 5. You get about 2 revolutions. This is 5, and I'm doing 21 miles an hour with just a real light pedal. Let's bring my gears up. And it feels like I'm barely pedaling. This is absolutely amazing. So I gotta learn to downshift. Yeah. So you definitely need to learn to downshift. So let's assist 2 and 3. Let's go back to 3. This is absolutely cool. Shift our gears. The gears are shifting really, really nice. No problem. And now I'll just do the gear, just the gas. Let it go of the gas. Brake. So, woo! Yeah, you definitely need to learn to gear shift. So the gear shift up on my thumb here is pretty far when you go back down to 1. I'm back to 0. Absolutely amazing on how fast that goes and how easy this is. I can see how you can go, 30, 40, 50 miles on a bike ride. So just, going up and down the street here, the biggest challenge that I found was learning how to shift it. So when I slowed down to turn around, as soon as I went to pedal to turn around, it takes off on you. So you definitely got to downshift or upshift your power assist when you stop, or you just got to kind of get used to it. If you match your 3s to 3s, it's pretty much spot on. So the higher you go, if you go into 5th and 6th and 7th gear, you want the power assist into 5, and it doesn't feel like you're pedaling. It feels like you're going downhill, and it just kind of rolls and rolls and rolls. It's a nice smooth bike. I mean, just sitting on it for the short time that I am, it's very comfortable. The seat's comfortable. I gotta adjust my seat up just a little bit. I'm a little bit low compared to what I should be. You know, putting some tow hooks on this and riding it around town is really gonna be fun. All right, I'm switching up some gears here. We're gonna go up to 3, no assist unless I need it. This feels like a regular 7-speed bike without doing anything else, without using any assist. You know, throttling or shifting gears, shifting up, shifting down, feels like a regular bike. All right, here we go. So I'm gonna shift up and I'm gonna shift up. 5 assist. Whoa, in order to keep up with 5 assist, I'm using a lot of power. Oh, there we go. I really got to pedal to keep up with the 5 assist. So you can use 5 assist, but you still got to pedal. If I stop pedaling just for a little bit, all of a sudden that goes down. All right, we got crew. Got traffic here. Wow. That's a lot of power right there. Let's throttle that back down. Thank you for watching this midweek review. This was the HIMIWAY bike. We are going to be doing the IPEMBA certification. It was getting a little bit long, so we broke it into 2 sections. So pay attention to that. It will be coming up. This is definitely a game changer. I absolutely love this bike. Now that we're back home in Pennsylvania, we took it to Michigan, we took it to Colorado. We've been riding this thing everywhere. We take it to the library, we ride it around our neighborhood. Definitely, if you're thinking about getting into bikes or that you've done bikes before and you're thinking about the e-bike, HIMIWAY is the way to go. It has all the features you need. They have a bunch of different versions. Hit them up on the website. It's going to be the link below. It'll get you right to their website. It'll get you on some pricing and stuff like that. If you guys have any questions on this bike, feel free to hit us up in the comments below too. We will answer anything that you need. This was the HIMIWAY bike with the midweek review. Thank you for watching. But before we end, hit subscribe, hit notification, and keep looking out for more midweek reviews. We'll see you again.